Earth may be dying. Some are looking off-world for a fresh start. The competition for land and resources out here is brutal. In this winner-take-all environment, people are doing anything to succeed. You need to stake your claim, earn your place, and do your best to save humankind's future.
We'll meet again. We'll love again. Under the sky. Under the rain. We'll fly.
Computer sign-in identifier, captain of the NBC Primus, ID Ghost. Begin recording. File title, Captain's Log number 1. For consistency, add all current entries under this title till instructed otherwise. Well, we made it. We got off the mining station we had been using to watch basically the Earth fall apart from. Solar flare had knocked out all the power, and we had just enough time to get onto one of Frog's side projects before it went dark. We have power, a shuttle, and 2 of those mining pods, and whatever the hell else we could get off the station before we lost it. I've been instructed that I should record my current situation and events in a journal or diary of some sort, so I apologize if this takes some getting used to on my side. I'm a bit more comfortable with talking to people and, well, not some computer thing. For introductions, right. So, my name is James Ferguson, but the crew calls me Ghost. I don't know really why, as dog's paler than me, but the crew. So, going through the crew, we have Richard Dog Jackson. He's our pilot and navigation specialist, though from what I understand, he has like 15 confirmed grab crashes, so we don't really talk about it. We have Zaba Meshdenza, or Frog, our lead engineer, and of course our wonderful communications and logistics specialist. Okay, she's over there. Is Des Chonggarna, or Des for short. She'd hit me if I had said it wrong, so sorry. Before the bombs began to fall on Earth, we were assigned to the asteroid surveying specialist to look for resources out here to try and keep the Earth going, fight the good fight and feed our troops back home. Well, that was before we became unemployed as of 2 weeks ago and, well, homeless for about 45 minutes ago. For now, our primary focus is getting some beds, food, and basic necessities on this. Oh my god, is this even a ship this square? Are you serious? Sweet space, Jesus help us. I won't be adding too many logs, at least every day. I probably won't even do it that often, but what I do want to do is for consistency purposes and just so that way whoever decides to listen to these things, whether or not you even care, I'll just kind of say the day and then I'll just go from there. End log. Entry edition, day number 3. I was never really good with names. The Primus, for example, it's Latin for prime or the number 1. It's simple. I like simple. Other groups will call their names the Bonjour or the I don't know, the flying space can, or the angry toaster. I like simple. It's easier for me. You know, it makes sense. You know, it's there's one, there's two, there's three. You don't have to worry about it. Easy. The ship's been coming along though quite well. We have beds. We finally have a toilet, and we have the grow beds. We can breathe air. That you would not believe the how bad air tastes after about 30, 45 minutes of breathing in the same oxygen. Finally got that on past couple of days going. So. Anyway, so we've been doing some of the kind of basic aerobics and calisthenics to keep us going. We've been kind of taking turns, each person, you know, doing whatever they really want to do. I've been trying to work on legs. I think it was Des, or maybe it was Frog. No, it was definitely Frog. Frog wants to do upper, Dog does core, and then Des is more of the cardio. Anyway, the reason I wanted to start on this this entry for today was for anyone that was ever interested. For many areas and throughout the solar system, you'll find derelict ships, and there's two different types of derelicts. You have your pure derelicts. These guys, well, there's no face melting diseases or monsters to try and kill you. Sometimes you get lucky with them, and they're pure, they're clean, and it's kind of gruesome. But really, the only thing that you find is the old crew, if they're not floating around the outside of the ship. We didn't get so lucky today. There's another just Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? I don't know. We haven't installed a clock on here yet. But it's another. It was day 3, and we decided that we have all the supplies that we were able to get. We did identify one of the derelicts that was on the other end of the system that we were kind of currently orbiting, and we were going to kind of go out and explore it. There were rumors going around to the ASS of an infestation. One of the eggheads in one of the black ships run by the Department of Insight to Neurological and Genealogical Understanding and Study had created this thing. Picture this, all right? Picture this. You're in the vacuum of space, right? You're in the vacuum of space. You can't really see much. All you're hearing is the breathing of you and your the crew. It was Frog, Dog, and myself. I believe it was Frog and Dog had some of the pistols we were able to scavenge. Sorry, and I had the only shotgun of the group. That's just more of a captain's personal thing. Want to make sure that you have the biggest firearm on the crew just in case anything happens. But we found what they had been working on the black ship. It's a dog. Think of it like a dog, right? Really one of those big old meanie dogs. It comes up to about your hip. Completely green and brown. It didn't have legs. It had these like tendril things, and mandibles, teeth. So many teeth. Oh my god. We had found them on this derelict. About not even 20 light years from Earth. Right outside our door. It's honestly amazing what shotguns can go through. I mean, Kevlar, no problem. These spacesuits, I'm surprised sometimes, man. I'm honestly surprised. Not a problem. Completely tears through suits. You'll see people just have real bad days. These things, they are no exception. Goodness, we probably went through about 8. About 8 of the little boogers before we were finally able to clear. It was the CNHS, the Fritzwicki. Remember when I was talking about those names? What the hell kind of a name is a Fritzwicki? Either way, we began kind of going through and began salvaging and clearing out most of the ship for all of its resources and supplies that we were able to. So that was pretty much everything that I wanted to discuss for today. End recording. Entry edition, day 17. we were able to construct some engines out of the scrap remains of the Fritz Wilkett and navigations to allow for faster than light travel. If that's even how it works. To be honest with you guys, I just tell Dog where to go and he kind of punches it all in. Really should learn how it works sometime. Water's become the name of the game. We were able to use the mining pods to secure some additional metals and raw chemicals from the asteroids that we've been mining around, and we've been able to construct some, what are they called, the grow beds, the larger ones. I think it was Des wanted to take on, the role and responsibilities of growing some of these things, because, well, you need oxygen and you need food. You need those two things to keep the crew happy. You need power and you need Ingerium. God, you know what's weird about Ingerium? It costs more in the base format than it actually costs as the energy rods. What kind of backwards logic is that, right? And then the sweet mother of it all, Hyperium. If you ever find yourself an asteroid field with Hyperium, it's a good day, man. It's a good day, I tell you what. So, where was I? Yes, so we began to mine out some of the materials. We've been going through all this, and we've begun looking for water, usually in the form of ice chunks, if we can find them on some of the asteroids. And sometimes, in this case, we ran into the derelict, the MAS Uberon, or Uberion. I don't know, the MAS folks have been really weird. Again, names, people. Why is it so difficult? We did run into the military alliance. They didn't really seem too upset that we kind of cleaned out the infestation on their ship and then kind of looted the whole thing, but we didn't really tell them about that. They are one of several factions here that Earth is sent out in hopes of bringing back the future spoils of the galaxy for them to just get fat and happy on, and then basically leave the Earth and never come back. I'll probably go into better detail about them on another time, but I just wanted to just drop this one in. Water, and then that Ingerium. It's important, but end recording. Entry edition, day 24. Power, 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 power. God, power. Why can't I charge my tools? Why is the vents not blowing cool air? Why is the energy reactor outputting -7? Our current crew has been diligent about everything. Food rations, water consumption, hell, even the number of breaths they take in a day. Lord knows I work them to the bone, right? But we need power. Not even just the crystals. We need the facilities. How difficult is it to find some bloody tech blocks around in this entire galaxy? There is factions and groups with hordes of them somewhere, and we can't find 3 of them to just process and upgrade our power. I've ordered Frog to install 2 new battery storage units next to the mining pods to try and balance out our needs with the reactors. It's just not enough. Our crew seems on edge, and honestly, I'm on edge. It's been so long since we've really had a goal to work towards. Without the ASS to really direct us and everything, honestly, I've been kind of just making this up, but we'll see how it goes. End log. Entry edition day. Jesus, what day is it? 33. We'll just start there. Well, it happened. We were continuing the mining and salvaging operation of one of the more recent derelicts that we'd found. So technically speaking, right? It's good stuff, Lord. So technically speaking, a derelict can be claimed by anybody and everybody, whether that's Bug, MAS, pirates, the or android collective, whoever they want to call themselves, literally anybody. And the wonderful thing about these ships is you can gut them, and I mean completely and utterly destroy these ships down to the airlock. And that's what we were doing. We jumped around to one of the other systems just to kind of look for resources, and we decided to come back and kind of finish the job off, essentially. When we ran into another crew, they, I guess, kind of were in the same situation as us. And, well, they wanted to partner up. They said, wanted to reach out, communicate, see if we could kind of join you guys. We've been hearing about a ship flying around. Apparently, even in the vastness of space, people gossip about you. But what are you going to do, right? So we, of course, we welcomed them on board, got to meet the rest of them. I'll go into kind of talking about the rest of them later, but I just wanted to kind of get a quick little journal entry in and say there's others. There's more people out here that are like us. They're not part of some weird military group or some Borg collective or a bunch of space cultists looking for some, new Earth. There's other people like us out here. There's other humans, not some weird cannibals or anything. There's real, living, breathing people. We're not alone. So, of course, we brought them under the name. They were originally called I don't even know their name. Again, keep it clean, keep it simple. We are the Primus, and they're now the Secundus. Technically speaking, they are a smaller ship, though they have weaponry, and we don't. We don't talk about that, though. They are the Secundus, or Secundun. Either way, we were able to welcome them, and yeah, things are moving forward. So I'll be talking with their crew here. Oh God, I actually gotta go. We're gonna be talking with them to kind of get a game plan and start strategizing. On where we're going to go. So that's all for now. End log.